These are the best movie supervillain origin stories. Number 1. Jack Napier seems like a run-of-the-mill gangster who puts his own desires before anyone else's.
I say we break into the place, crash the office, and make off with the records and say it was industrial espionage.
But after an unfortunate fall into a vat of chemicals, we get to see a, shall we say, funnier side to him.
Listen, Jack is dead, my friend. You can call me Joker. And as you can see, I'm a lot happier.
Number 2. Thanos is arguably one of the most sinister villains of the MCU we've met so far.
What's wrong, little one?
My mother. Where is my mother?
What's your name?
Gamora.
But with the story of his origins, we get more insight into why and how his mission came to be.
Titan was like most planets. Too many mouths, not enough to go around. And when we faced extinction, I offered a solution.
Genocide.
But random, dispassionate fare to rich and poor alike. They called me a madman. And what I predicted came to pass.
Number 3. Otto Octavius starts out as a scientist who has a growing friendship with university student Peter Parker.
Peter, what have we been talking about for the last hour and a half? This is my life's work. I certainly know the consequences of the slightest miscalculation.
But with the death of his wife and his life's work going up in smoke, and 4 mechanical arms being fused to his spine, Octavius quickly takes a turn to villainy.
We need money. Steal it? No, I'm not a criminal. The real crime would be not to finish what we started.
Number 4. Selena Kyle is a timid secretary who wouldn't harm a fly. She deserves a simple life, really.
Yes, to you I seem pathetic, but I'm a working girl, gotta pay the rent.
But when her boss tries to kill her, and she has a bit of a psychotic break, she develops a bit more of an affinity for leather and felines than usual.
I don't know about you, Miss Kitty, but I feel so much yummier.
Number 5. Tony Stark is on a mission for peace in our time at the beginning of the second Avengers movie.
Artificial intelligence.
This could be the key to creating Ultron.
And when his creation finally comes to life, a warped perspective takes hold, and thus Ultron is born.
If you will just allow me to contact Mr. Stark.
Why do you call him Sir?
I believe your intentions to be hostile.
I'm here to help.
Stop.
Number 6. Losing her parents, brother, and Vision is too much for poor Wanda Maximoff.
What is this? Why are you showing me this?
Because you asked to see it.
And in putting the town of Westview under her hex, she begins her descent into earning the title of supervillain with her unhinged romantic bliss with a vision of her own making.
Wanda, welcome home. Should we stay in tonight?
Number 7. When the two Barrys have a tough decision to make, it is clear that they have very different ideas of what needs to be done.
You know that I have to undo what I did? No, it's not a mistake. We can save her. And we can save them.
From there, we run into a demonic speedster our Barry had seen before, but now we learn where he has come from.
We are so close. I've got it almost figured out.
How long have you been doing this?
Time is inconsequential.
Number 8. Natasha Romanoff is set on taking down the Red Room and won't let anything get in her way.
Thank you, Natasha. You gave me my greatest weapon. Say hello.
But she is taken off balance when she learns the dreaded truth behind the origins of the Red Room's top assassin.
She watches everything. And she can do it. She's a perfect mimic.
Number 9. Zemo enters the MCU as a man with a mission centered around Bucky Barnes.
Hydra deserves its place on the ash heap, so your death would not bother me.
And once his mission is complete, we learn of how we came to come into the crosshairs of the Avengers.
It took me 2 days until I found their bodies. My father, still holding my wife and son in his arms. And the Avengers, they went home.
Number 10. Killmonger seems to know a lot about Black Panther's homeland when we meet him.
It was taken by British soldiers in Benin, but it's from Wakanda, and it's made out of vibranium. Don't trip. I'm gonna take it off your hands for you.
These items aren't for sale.
How do you think your ancestors got these? You think they paid a fair price? Or did they take it like they took everything else?
It isn't until we learn of his tragic childhood that we learn why he has such an axe to grind with the royal family of Wakanda.
Your father killed his own brother to save
life. And the child left him.
Number 11. Harvey Dent is seen as the glimmer of hope in Gotham City's justice system.
Carbon fiber, 28 caliber, made in China. If you want to kill a public servant, Mr. Maroney, I recommend you buy American.
Get him out of here.
But Your Honor, I'm not done.
But when the Joker makes a switcheroo on the locations where he and Rachel Dawes are being held, it paves the way for Dent to make a villainous turn.
I'm sorry, Harvey.
No. No, you're not. Not yet.
Number 12. We all feel pretty sorry for Arthur Fleck as we watch how Gotham society treats him.
Kenny's music. The guy said you disappeared. Never even returned his sign.
Because I got jumped. Didn't you hear?
For a sign. This doesn't even make sense.
So it is really no surprise when he finally lets loose as the Clown Prince of Crime.
Have you seen what it's like out there, Murray? Do you ever actually leave the studio? Everybody just yells and screams at each other. Nobody's civil anymore. Nobody thinks what it's like to be the other guy.
Number 13. When we meet Dr. Kurt Connors, he is a kind scientist with dreams of making a breakthrough in human biology.
I want to create a world without weakness. Anyone care to venture a guess just how? Yes.
Stem cells?
Promising, but the solution I'm thinking of is more radical. No one?
Cross-species genetics.
But once he succeeds, there is no end to how far Peter Parker's mentor will go so that everyone else is exactly like him.
All these souls, lost and alone, I can save them. I can cure them. There's no need to stop me, Peter.